Okay, so this is my plan. I think it'll work. I've got that half-ton chain fall there, and so I've got it from there to there. And then what I'm gonna do is I've moved this collar down, a little over a foot. And then I'm gonna loosen these bolts off and let that slide down. I was worried about it spinning, but we've got this here. So what I'm going to do is, as it's going down, I'll just kind of loosen that off and allow some, you can see it'll pivot there. And then I've got a couple feet sticking out the back there that, as it goes down, I can, just keep it steadied. So that's for this one, and if it works, this is the smallest one. If that works, when I get it down towards the bottom there, I'm going to lay some plywood or paneling or whatever down on here. I'd rather hang it off of this side, and I possibly can if I take these out, but yeah, I don't know. It's I think between 200 and 300 pounds of aluminum, so I'll see. These ones will be a little bit easier because they're bolted together in the middle. So once I get them laying down, then I can split them in half and they'll be a little more maneuverable. But I don't know, we'll see. See how the first one goes. Yeah, I had to fast forward through a lot of this. The whole this whole thing was, I had 17 gigs of by the end of this, 17 gigs of footage. Just this whole thing, it's me setting up the camera, doing a bunch of stuff, and then forgetting the camera was still running, and then running to town. There was just all kinds of stuff where I'm out looking for tools because every single bolt was different. Went from 3/4 to 1 inch, it was just insane. I don't know what I could have done this a lot easier if I had some help, but this and I probably would have been wrecking my shoulder the whole time. So, anyways, not fun. The wind obviously come up. That I can't remember what I had sitting on that ladder, but I guess it's laying on the ground there now. Anyhow, I got her down that far. I'm gonna go up there and lay it down. I gotta do a live here in a little bit, so I gotta get that done. A little bit about the picker. It's $150 an hour for the picker, and could have had this easily done in 3 hours with it. But I just thought I got to get some space up here. I need to make a little bit of room if I want to put up some solar panels or something. So if I could get this one down, and then I was going to leave it on the roof, and then I'm like, it's going to blow around, like a big wind comes up or whatever, and I just thought, I'll get it down off of here. So anyways, it's not because I didn't want to pay for the picker, Well, I guess I ran out of storage on my phone. But I got it down. I don't know how much of it you saw. Trying to just keep it up off of there till I can get those steel brackets off, because they'll poke a hole in the roof probably. But yeah, I gotta go do the live with old Mr. Nice Junk. But tomorrow, I'm gonna come and clean this thing up and try and get it down off of here. I just don't know how yet. I think I'm just gonna have to go back through there, but these ones, look at them later. But anyways, yeah, that's something that's been on my mind a lot, getting that down. I was gonna get Ray to come with his picker, but he can't fit in the yard because I got all this stuff here. So I may have to get him yet to come and pick them down, but yeah, I have to be able to get, like, he's got a big 45-ton picker. I think it's 45-ton. So needs a little bit more room than I've got here, but we'll get working on it. My wife has gone to the Sacred Circles Festival, so I'm batching it this weekend, eating pizza and chips. Anyhow, I gotta get out of here. I'll see you later if you show up. Alright, I got all these out. It was a bit of a pain, just because having to get the bolt head inside here. If I had an extension, if I had brought an extension up, it would have been better, but I didn't. And it was easier than climbing all the way back down and going and finding the extension. So I am going to get this thing apart, get all that aluminum off. I'll scrap out this head. It's not as good as that head. Look at that one. I bet you there's some good stuff in that. And yeah, I'll get that part done, and then I'll start looking at getting this thing off of the roof. So I forgot to put the camera in the tripod, so that's why I'm doing this afterwards. And yeah, once I get that, the wind's coming up again, so I'm not going to get this off until the wind dies down, but I can at least get it over there. Alright, I'll be back. I forgot to mention that ladder did blow off the roof after, when it was sitting at the edge there. By the time I got up to the top, it was on the ground, so a little windy for a light ladder like that. Or, well, really for anything. Even after I got this thing out there, it was, I could feel the wind pulling at the dish. That's why I chained it to the posts on the sides. I didn't have a 1-inch deep socket impact, so I ended up having to go to Fort St. John getting one there. I could have probably borrowed one, but I didn't know anybody who had one that was there right now. So anyways, this was a 2 full day event. Okay, so I've got this side chained up there. And, so I think that this will fit through here, but I know that these won't now without being split in half or tipped up on their side, but that's more than I can do. But yeah, so I've got that one chained there now. I'm gonna try and lift this over, and then I'll chain this side off or tie it off with some cable or something, and then I will attempt to lower it down. I don't think it's gonna go well, but who knows? Really, who knows? But yeah, I'm sure I'll have some torn roof edging or something by the time we're done there. But it doesn't really matter, just because like I put this this liquid rubber stuff on there last year, but there was nothing before. Like, it was just slits. they had like slits right down the whole thing and water just running. That's why there's big rotten holes in the floor inside. It's on both sides, so yeah, I'm not too worried about that, but I guess I probably should put some support there or something. I don't know. We'll see. Not my best work. Oh, I'll have to get a patch on that, but I won't worry about it right now. Okay, I gotta get these off because of that wall, and there's another one right there. So, yeah. Let's see if I can get this. It was during this period where I realized that one of the bolts was 1 inch. Then there was one that was 1 inch and 3/16, and then 1 inch and 1/4. I was up and down this ladder way too many times. It just got crazy. Get ready for the sound of defeat. That was it. That looks like I gotta go get more sockets and wrenches. It seemed pretty insane. It ended up being from 9/16 to 1 inch and 1/4, all the different bolts on one of these satellite dishes. Like, not including the middle ones that were like, I think 7/16. Like the ones that held that middle thing on, but I don't know, whatever you call it, the pointer. Anyways, yeah, just it was a lot. Like, I'm not gonna do the other ones. I'm gonna just get them picked down when I can. Oh, and did you guys like all the lovely midriff shots? I should have got a shorter shirt. Oh, okay. Alright, so I got that out. So now there's not going to be any bolts ramming into the steel of the roof. I just got to get in there and get that stuff out without killing myself. Hopefully. Whoa. Yeah, that was not great. Oh, I guess I'm not really filming, am I? Alright. I have to get out of here. Oh, man. Oh. So, that's one way of doing it. Oh, luckily I got that chain. Oh, man. I was just gonna say how I re-injured my shoulder at work, but this sure didn't help. Well, that was an unexpected ride. Anyways, I'll have to get this lifted back up. I gotta get this off of here too. At least this part. I was kind of thinking of leaving it on to run the chain through, but I think I'm going to swing it around and then I guess I will have to. Yeah, so I'm going to have to leave that other one on and use the chain for it. This one I just got going through here. But I need to be able to hook the hook in somewhere. I guess that will be here. So I'll be able to put a bolt and all that through here, and then I can run the chain through and hook it there. And then I'll just push it over the edge. I know it's going to bend that up a bit and everything, but it doesn't matter really. So let's see how we go here. Okay, so my phone's dying. Battery. So I brought this up because I gotta get this done, and I need to plug it in. So, and I know what a lot of you are saying. I told you should have hydro there. Oh, I don't. Okay, so the phone filled up with storage again. I gotta sit down before I do more videos after this. But anyways, I've got it down to here. So yeah, I still got room on the rope. So you gotta see here. Yeah, so anyways, what I gotta do is just kind of let this loosen off a little bit, the cable, and I'm gonna lower it down. I've got a few wraps on here, so I'm just gonna lower it down gently until it's dangling from that chain, and at that point it will be getting pretty close to the ground. Okay, so now we got her down to there. I still got slack in that one, so I just gotta let some slack off on this rope. And yeah, so far it's been good. Like, I already knew it was gonna wreck that tin, but it doesn't matter, so, like I said. So yeah, my neighbor just keeps driving by. I like how all these people are driving by watching, see if I blow off the roof or something. Nobody offers to help. But just so you guys know, I have my fall arrest, which when I was up past the things I was wearing. So just I don't want to be I don't know why I was just aiming up there trying to show you something when you're just looking at me, but yeah, I just, it gets really windy up there, and you could be right at the edge or something. So I just made sure I was tied off and got my harness and everything buckled up right. So all right, I'll get the rest of this down and we'll see you in a bit. So just about down. I'm just letting this out a little at a time. Yeah, can't hurt anything there now. I guess I can take one wrap off of that because it's not really doing much. There we go. There. So now what I gotta do is I'm gonna go up, raise the chain fall up a bit, or let me see here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just raise that up a little bit and then block this up a bit. Should be. Let's see if I can. we can roll it. Yeah. I'm just gonna try and roll it so that this is directly up and down from that, and then I can remove it from the top. But yeah, anyways, I'm happy. Get that done. 2 more to go. I might wait for the picker.